Hi Andromeda, this is going to be a reading for you guys for the month of May 2020. If you feel like you are resonating with the Andromedan starseed energy, then this could well be for you. Remember, this is a general reading. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Andromedans, let's see. Trial by design. Trial by design. Are you worrying about starting something new? Are you worrying about, is this the right thing for me? I feel like you're asked to step out your comfort zone a little bit here and to trial it, because you're never going to know if you try unless you try. There's a call of action. There's a call of action. Child of the cosmos. This is very full energy here. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. If you're trying to create something, are you living it? Because when you live it, you'll create it. This is the full energy of where you're starting something new. You've got to look through the eyes of wonderment. It's very inner child type of energy. You're manifesting at such a high rate that there's nothing to say you can't manifest around. Because I feel like you're trying to manifest heading in one direction, but the energy is not of that. It's like they're expecting you to navigate or to manifest rather than one specific pinpoint of an energy. It's like they want you to manifest a little bit wider than that, because whatever you're doing, I feel there's not much scope for movement, and they want you to recorrect that. That's how they're telling me anyway, and obviously maybe it resonates, maybe it doesn't, but there's something that you're waiting to kind of see whether or not it's going to pan out, but they're just saying jump in. Please jump in. Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Can you see this is very kind of galactic center, galactic sun energy as well, where it's like they're asking you to sort of really, I feel like you've already witnessed and you've already seen what this can do. So the hold up is I feel like the mind, possibly. They're saying go for it. They're saying go for it. This is the only thing you haven't mastered or tasted within this sort of environment is the actual reality of it manifesting. Because I think in your dream state you've already got there. It says karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. Are you in a karmic relationship? Is there someone with Orion energy around you that is causing a polarized energy that is restricting your movement to go ahead? If that is the case, we need to relook at this, because if you're sort of in it to learn a lesson, is it now time that you can move forward from that lesson, or do you feel like you still have things to learn? Because for me, this could be the end of a karmic relationship, either on your end or your counterpart's end. Maybe you're a cross-watcher watching this and you're wanting to see what's going to happen for your Andromedan. It looks like there's a karmic situation that's about to close. It says the courageous peony, multifaceted and unique nature, let yourself be seen. Someone, again, I'm getting headache energy here. So someone's watching this who I feel has psyched themselves up so high to get to a certain point, but they're not taking that leap. It's time to take that leap. It says here, the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. If this is involving you being seen by someone, can you please move on and do it? Because the time is right in May. The time is right. The cosmic heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. And this is come out with the child of the cosmos. It's like you're manifesting, but you've manifested so quickly, it's almost caused you a bit of a, oh my goodness, is this, yes, this is for you, yes, it maybe you weren't expecting the timing of this, but this is real and it's ready, you know. Baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. This is about trusting that heart center and moving towards what is yours. There's a portal, the time is right here. The energy is essentially being created for you in mind in order for this to be kind of pushed through, and I think Spirit is sort of saying, what's the hold up here? What is it you're waiting on? I feel like it may not be a better time. Let's go with the Sacred Destiny Oracle for Andromeda. Let's see what else. Sacred Destiny Oracle for Andromedans, guys. What else can you tell us about Andromedans for May 2020 Andromedans? May 2020 Andromedans. May 2020 Andromedans. Wow. This is your route to happiness. This is trying to teach you, and this is very strong telepathic energy. This is very strong Atlantean energy. It's like you're around people that may have been connected to you during Atlantis times, that you may be resolving in terms of relationships, but there's also another energy of the new coming in that is meant to help you shift, because I feel like this is very strong Atlantean past life energy, where you've been worried about getting involved, or worried about moving forward, or worried about presenting yourself in a certain way, worried about being seen, worried about the spotlight. This is asking you, because this is very strong kind of friendly open energy here, but it's like they're saying, look, they're riding the wave. Take a leap of faith here, because something's coming to you when you step out of your comfort zone. Especially if you've, again, I've got a very strong headache energy here. So if you've been, yeah, look, there's blessings on their way. This is ready to come to you. This is ready to come to you, but there has to be a change. And I feel like the change, part of the change here, is for you to step into your power, the leadership role. There's an energy that's brewing up here that it's like you've been absorbing this energy for so long. You're second guessing. Is it time? Are you sure it's time? Is it right? Am I? Yes, this is your time. Go. And the reason I'm saying that is because there's no better time. Essentially, is how I want to say it. There is no better time. Right, I'm just trying to pick a deck. They keep saying no to all of them, no. Let's go with the good tarot. Let's go with the good tarot. Okay, Andromedan energy, please. Andromeda for May 2020. What can you tell us? Andromedan energy. Andromedan energy for May. Andromedan energy for May 2020. Andromedan energy for May. Wow. Yeah, look. It's like you've been sat waiting, saying, well, I know they're going to give me a sign when I'm ready to go. I know they're going to give me a sign. Seven of Earth. I know they're going to give me a sign. I know they're going to give me a sign. And then it's like, go. This is your sign. Ready. Let's go. Let's go. This is the Knight of Pentacles. And then you're like, but I know they're going to give me a sign. But I'm sure they're going to give me a sign. What are you... There's a fear here that you're bringing from a different sort of past energy. The clarity's here. Ace of Swords. This is, you know, Pegasus. This is a transitional energy of the thoughts and the ideas to be maintained in the physical now, to manifest in the physical. And it's interesting because I'm hearing they're not ready for it. That we are. You just need to stand your ground, because I feel like the energy here is saying, yeah, but I don't think they're going to be ready for me. Well, that's part and parcel why we need your message, or we need what you're going to be doing, because if they're not ready, then that will help them to get ready for what it is you're going to be giving. If you're not coming forward, what's going to happen then? Six of Pentacles. This is grounded earthly energy. This is giving and receiving. It's almost like you've been... This is your marker. It's like a marker you've placed in the earth and said, at this point in my journey, when I get to this stage, then I'm going to make my plan to move forward. It's like you've all... It's almost like you've come... It's almost like you've prepared yourself in a way that you've put markers everywhere, and even your own markers that you've placed on a journey, on a path, you're not acknowledging, and you're trying to dismiss it as though, oh, maybe I'm not ready for this. You are ready. This is, everything is telling me you're ready for this. This is the Ace of Swords. This is clarity. This is truth. If anything, we need that. And if you're saying you're not ready, are you saying that people aren't ready for truth? Because I'm feeling like the environment we're in is exactly a 1000% ready for truth. We've got the Page of Swords cutting through illusionary energy. Look at this feather. This feather, one feather. What does one feather create? Well, first of all, one feather can create a sign for someone to say that there's a, you know, a relative, a loved one that is near. The air that's lifting that feather can also create something. Can you see? It feels like she's moved her wings and changed the environment, and so by doing that, the feathers have moved. Think about your truth. By you expressing your truth, the environment has changed. This is calling for you to express your truth, whatever publicly. And I'm not talking, you don't have to sit and, you know, make a news conference, but whatever it is that you've had an idea to do publicly, you need to do it. You need to do it because the time is right. The Tower, the old structure, removing the old structure, allowing that old structure to fall. This is fear. This is like, yeah, but how are they going to receive me? What happens if they don't understand me? What happens if... The Fool, this is taking a leap of faith. What did I say before about this is very full energy? She's calling to action. This is zero, the beginning. First was the word, and the word was, you have, by design, been called to do this at this stage. And it's not a trick. You're not being tricked into... This is, you're here to, this old system needs to go, and you're being called to present a new system because your energy, people aren't used to it, which is exactly why we need you. Because let's be realistic, what will that well, I mean, there's a catalyst effect. So your new energy that you're providing, we've got the Nine of Air, Nine of Swords. This is a closure of a cycle, a brand new cycle now. The last for this suit would be the Ten of Swords, which is a book closing, but this is completion, and then the 10 is an ending, a total chapter ending. Can you see again, she's flapping her wings there, and there's movement. She's chosen the direction to move, she's chosen the direction to affect, and so she's setting her path, she's setting her sights on where she needs to go. This is essentially what they're asking you to do, and if you haven't already taken that leap, we've got the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Now, ordinarily, this is fast movement. This is movement that, you know, if it's in the reverse, it's a restriction of movement. It's something that maybe isn't comfortable you doing it, or maybe you've got reservations, or maybe you're not comfortable about speaking your truth, but there's something restricting you here from moving ahead. From moving, maybe you know it's going to create disruption, maybe you know it's going to create an ending, maybe you know it's going to bring about some changes that you might not be ready to deal with. But what Spirit's saying here is that at some point there's going to be a blessing from this. Four of Swords, this is a bit of the time out energy here, sort of meditating, you know, contemplating what you want to do. From where I'm seeing it though, the outcome with this will be, if you choose to move, once you've kind of regrouped, then it will definitely bring about some positive changes. We've got the King of Cups here. So there's an energy of mastering emotions. It's almost like you're analytical to the point of confusion. And so you're trying to regroup. And then when you come out of it, I think your emotions will be a little bit more manageable perhaps, which is when you're going to choose to move forward. Now, yeah, look, transformation in reverse. It's like you don't want a death and rebirth cycle. You're scared of restarting something. You're scared of stepping into new. You're not, I feel like you're saying you're not ready for it, but I feel like you are. I feel like you're just talking yourself out of being ready. Queen of Air. So we've got a feminine energy that's very detached, and we've got a masculine energy that's very emotional. I feel like you're focused on an old situation and you're being drawn into a guilt scenario of whether or not that old situation is something that you should be dealing with. And I feel like by you staying in this position, it means that you're letting yourself off the hook. There's a martyr energy here where it's like, well, if I stay in this situation, it means that no one can blame me because then I haven't done anything about anything. Spirit saying it's not quite really what they had in mind, because with the Five of Pentacles, you're doing yourself a disservice by you not moving into this energy and staying with the old. You're taking a hit on your own. Now again, take it as it resonates. If this doesn't resonate, fit the people and the situation as and when. So if you're cross-watching, then it could be for you or them, okay? And vice versa. Strength. This is what's needed. I feel like there was a pattern of behaviour that possibly in previous lifetimes you've fallen foul of, and you have not followed your path. And this is the crunch time situation now where Spirit is saying, are you prepared to honour this path, or are you going to still listen? Because it's like there's an energy here, or an energy signature that is still keeping a hold of you, but it's not creating anything other than, I mean, like, end the cycle. There's a cycle here that's not been ended, and it's just a loop. There's a fear of stepping out of this and what that would bring, what that would do. And what you don't realise is what it would do. It was open your world up. Because at the moment it feels very limiting. Yeah, look, Six of Cups. This is a nostalgic type of energy here. Someone is mourning. I feel like someone's worrying about stepping back away from this energy because of what would that mean. You know, how is that going to change my life? And I'm hearing reunion, so there could also be someone coming back from the past, or maybe you're deliberating, sort of meeting someone from the past again. But you definitely... Is this upright? Which way is this? There's definitely options here, because you've got the Seven of Cups. Someone's... It feels to me, if I'm honest, that there's a karmic situation you're in, but you're also working through other energies and trying to decide whether that's for you or whether it's not, and what to do. But you're defensive about stepping into this new path because you're not too sure what it would bring. Andromeda, please, for May. Andromeda. 2020 May. Andromeda. Andromedans, please. Andromedans. Five of Swords. This is the way I'm feeling with these cards, is you're observing something and you're seeing something and you're sat there going, is this real? I feel like my old life is not really hitting the spot. This situation may well be, but I can't be sure. Am I imagining this? Is this a figment of my imagination? May, Andromeda. Nine of Pentacles, a situation where a relationship is almost about to end, but it's not quite happening because you're being pulled. Someone is being pulled back in via guilt, and also the risk of, oh well, you know, maybe if I leave the situation, am I going to be happy? Is this going to close out everything else for me? Does that mean am I going to get anything in afterwards? As you know, have I lost my chance? It's like you're settling, and or whoever this situation is resonating with, the person involved is settling in a situation and trying to talk themselves out of leaving because they think that, number one, there's a guilt thing there and there's a martyr energy there, but also it's like they think that they've ruined it. It's like they're just settling. This is settling energy. Page of Pentacles with Call. Someone is trying to work out where the commitment should go, where the time and energy should go. There's also potentially a home situation. This could maybe someone's, you know, living in the situation, or you know, they've got a partner they're living with and they're trying to decide, do I stay, do I go? The situation is calling for you to, as per the original first few cards, is to break free and start a new cycle and be seen, right? If that means it's leading you away from this person, then I say, from based on what the cards are telling me, that you follow that goal. Because if that goal means it's leading you back to the person, then that's the answer. If the goal is leading you away from the person, then that is the answer. It's up to you. It's up to you. Andromeda. May 2020. Andromeda. Andromedans. May 2020. Andromeda. Yeah, look. Someone is trying to make a decision about a commitment and they can't. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Sorry, Two of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. It's like they're like, do I offer this? Do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? But I'm not sure. Should I do this? Should I not do this? We've got strength here as well. So it's very strong Leo energy. Stick to your goal in terms of the idea that you had that you wanted to move forward with, that was involving being seen. If it leads you back to your person, then it leads you to your person. If it leads you away from your person, then it leads you away from your person. But that should be the focus, not this. This is indecisive energy. Someone has not decided. Someone is trying to work out, do you stay, do you go? Is it this person, is it that person? This is work contracts, Three of Pentacles. Maybe you work with this person. Maybe you're worried that, oh, but the disruption would be even greater if I left. Okay, well, what about your goal? Is the disruption to your goal greater if you stay? You know, you've got to... Yeah, look, Seven of Swords with the Ace of Air. So this is Eight of Swords, which is mental entrapment, okay? But this is also about being sneaky. Avoidance. This feels like trying to find a loophole, if I'm totally honest with you. If you have a goal or a dream that is a specific dream that maybe your partner isn't happy with, then, and it's your dream, then I would say you need to go towards your dream. And then if it's porn or something, you know, something that would affect your partner, then slightly different. If it doesn't affect your partner to the point where, you know, then you need to focus on your dream from where I'm looking at here with the cards. Now, if you are saying it really does affect your partnership and that's why there's a sticking point, it depends. See, this is the thing. You probably need a personalised reading for this because everyone's situation is going to be different. Wheel of Fortune. I feel like the majority of you will be able to step forward into this path. And because of that, it will bring extra things to you. It will close doors, but it will open other doors. Yeah, look, Six of Cups. It's leading you back to something that maybe you previously dismissed. But this is reunion nostalgia. It's like when you decide to kind of make that decision, something else comes back. Maybe there was a love that previously you had to rule out. And so because you're going to this new path, that comes back. But look, Five of Pentacles. This is, again, it's like someone feels like they've been left in the cold. Maybe you've been done out of money, or the strong suggestion here is that the situation is going to change and you're going to have to leave something behind in order to regain something that you should have regained a while ago. But it feels like this, yeah, look, someone is putting off making a decision. Hanged Man and Fool. Someone is putting off making a decision. Big style. Make the move. Let's pull some more oracles. Make the move, please, Andromedans, because I think it's gonna pay off more than you expect. Okay, let's go with. Where's that other deck? Let's have a look. Let's see what else we're going to be told here. Okay, let's go with Nature's Whispers. See what the outcomes are for Andromedans. Andromedas, May 2020. Andromedans. What's the outcome, please, for Andromedans? Andromeda. Andromeda. Wow. Wow. You need to start manifesting if you haven't already, because this is insane energy. Andromeda. Whoa, that one wanted to come through. You are worth it. Don't doubt that you can't have this when you can. Don't doubt. Don't doubt that you can have this when you can. This is definitely something you can do. I feel like if you take this leap of faith, it's going to pay off, guys. Okay, Andromedas, this was your reading for May 2020. Obviously, if you want to take part in the competition to win a free reading with me, 30-minute reading and a tarot deck, the Tarot Neferati, like and subscribe to my channel, like one of the videos, and make sure you're putting a comment in the description box in order to win. When we reach 1,000 subscribers, then a winner will be picked at random. Thank you so much for watching. All your likes, shares and subscriptions means a lot to me. Until next time, take care.